Alright, so we're back and we have major issues. I have no more time to deal with messing around before I get the power done because we have no carbon. We have no carbon because we have no oxygen. Oxygen is what we use to make our carbon, along with other things, but it mainly needs oxygen, and we have very little of it. I put in 3 electric boilers over here to make more steam, to try to make more oxygen. I'm going to have to apparently make better electrolyzers. I think I can do that now. Let's see. Electrolyzer 2, electrolyzer 3. So I can make electrolyzer 3s now. So I'm going to do that. Upgrade all of them. And I do believe we can make electric boiler 2 soon. I think that's one of the next ones in here. Yeah, right there. So I'm probably going to have to do that. But to deal with the power issue, we're going to mess around today with this oil boiler. And heat exchanger needs INVAR. But I want to see, this is going to put out steam. Okay, so this isn't what I was thinking, but that's fine. Because we have tons of liquid fuel. We have plenty of base mineral oil. This is completely full, and naphtha's not doing bad. So we have more of this than we know what to do with. I can put in more of these diesel generators, but I want to see if this thing will take fuel, because it doesn't say what it will take. But I want to see if it'll take fuel, which with it being a boiler, that means we need to get water into it. So I guess one of the first things we need to do is make a offshore pump, which has been so long since I've done this, I don't even remember where the daggone things are. There's a seafloor, there's the offshore. Let's make one of these. Come over here to the water. We'll actually just come right up here to this. Because once I get rid of the water we have down yonder, I'm probably going to start getting rid of this up here too. No idea why that's there. Where are we going? Going to here. Alright, so that'll go in there like that. And we should be able to just tap right out of there and into here. Since those basically work, it works. Alright, so now if that works, then try a boiler 2. Or no, not a boiler, an engine. What am I making a boiler for? I need an engine. We can make a 3, but let's try a 2 first. And see how it does. Put that on there. And we'll just run this right up there beside it. Fuel value is 300 kilojoules. And there's a lot of steam in there, so let's make another one. Okay, that's got a lot of steam still. I really wish we had the... That's a heat exchanger. But we need Invar to make that. I wish we had the... Oh, where are they? We may not even have the... There's the heat source. That's what I want to make, but we need Invar for that. Let's try 2 3s. Let's see how well 2 3s work. Because this one looks like it puts out tons of steam. Alright, so let's take out these 2. And we'll put in 2 3s. Okay, steam went down a bit. But now it's going fine. And this thing is still going. Alright. Well, make 2 more 3s. I'll put 2 more 3s behind that. Okay, we're going down on steam. Alright, let's take this one out. We're staying pretty level on steam with 3 3s. It doesn't look like they're going up. So it looks like this one can handle 3 3s. So let's make another one of them. And we'll make 2 more 3s. Move this one up just a bit. Get the water back to there. So we can do that. And see, now they're all low because they didn't have any, but they're still putting out 900 kilowatts each. That's pretty damn good. Alright, and then for this one, we'll go over to here and up. We just got to make sure we keep enough water going. I'll put these in here. This will help with the steam for a minute. We'll just do that. And now we've got almost... We got about half there, but still it's 900 a piece. So right now, steam engine 3, steam engine 2. This is the ones we have down yonder that are running on solid fuel. These are the ones that we're running up here. And they're doing half of what those are doing at the moment. Now, that's not them running at max, though. So, now I guess we need to take a look at the fuel. This is perfectly fine. That's staying full. The line is even full. These are going down, but let's see. Yeah, I'd say we're running just about even. We may eventually have to put in another one of these, and this will actually help with getting more naphtha. And we need to deal with using up some more lubricant. We're going to end up running out of that. Now, I'm just wondering, pollution-wise, this says fuel pollution is 150%. Same for this one. Consumption is 9 a second. Consumption for this is 2 a second. So I'm wondering which one is actually, oh, there we go, 30/M. So that's 30/ a minute. And this is 50 a minute. So I'm guessing we would be better off putting in another set of those than running any of these. It's nighttime right now. Let's see, that's running at 5.4 steady, and these are going down to nothing because they don't have any oxygen right now. So they're not making much carbon. And I think that showed we were at like 26. Right now we're running basically mainly off of our solar. So we need to deal with that as well. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more of these. So we're going to need 6 more of those. And we will probably need to put more water in there soon. So I'm going to go ahead and set up these. That way we can get some more power. What the heck is that? A swamp garden. Well, give it here. One of these days we might get into that gardening crap. I really need to, because one of the main things I really haven't... It was one of the first things I said I wanted to do, and something I still haven't even touched. I was dealing with their bio stuff. Alright. And the good thing about this is it's kind of going to work twofold. One, it's going to let us fill our accumulators up better. And it's going to let the accumulators go down less. Oh, for crap's sakes. I have spent the last probably 2 hours re-cleaning this area out because they keep biting their way in down here. I've put in like 3 banks of things up here. I'm going to have to do the same thing down there. But that was the first thing I wanted to mess with. Next thing we need to do is I want to get some accumulators made, or not accumulators. I want to get some substations made. There they are, substations. So that's the other thing I want to get done. But apparently, I got to go deal with biters again. So give me a minute, and I'll go deal with that mess. Okay, I'm back. And I may have forgotten to tell you the reason why we're actually out of oxygen, the main reason why we're out of oxygen, is because we're making so much sulfur dioxide for sulfuric acid. I have actually upgraded these now because we didn't have enough sulfur dioxide for making sulfuric acid. We're fine on sulfuric acid now. But now it looks like since we're running all of these, we're actually filling up on hydrogen, which is actually a good thing. These are steam engine 2s. Let's go ahead and see, because these are fluid burning boilers. I don't know if we can run 3s on that or not. So we're going to try it. So I put that there. Yeah, it looks fine. Alright. How about 2 3s? Two 3s looks fine. Alright. Another question. This isn't oil. It's a fluid, but will it work? Will it take hydrogen? That needs water on that side. Okay. Well, if we put it, the hydrogen line is here. Will it take it? It's not getting over there. Let's see. So if I put it there, I'll run that over there, it takes it, and fuel pollution is only 20%. Alright. So then, this is fuel pollution 20%, pollution is 4.5 a minute. So we can actually use these oil boilers instead of these. These are from Bob's, these are from KS Power. Don't really know what the real difference is here, but they will work. So let's go ahead and make a couple more 3s. And put them in there. That'll help with power. And then for this one, we'll just put a 2 here. And we just need to get some water now to it. which is easy enough. And now this one will run pretty much all the time. These only run when we have excess. That way we have plenty for other things. And these aren't running because we don't have enough purified water. But I went ahead and made an electrolyzer 3. So we're going to start popping these in here. They'll make us water faster. I'm just going to basically make them one at a time and upgrade them as I can. We're working on the electric boilers too, getting that done. And we could probably get away with, because this isn't running right now, we could probably get away with running our excess steam from it up here. So then anytime that it has extra, it'll send it up here and make us extra purified water. And then we can get more oxygen. So we can, you know, make more carbon. Even though we're going to basically try to get rid of most of these. Just so we don't have so much use for carbon. But we're going to also make those substations, and we're going to expand our solar as well. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this done, and then, and see, we're starting to do more than what those can even handle. I probably should have started upgrading down here, since these actually have electric heaters down here running all of them. But yeah, give me a minute and then we'll work on solar stuff. Alright, I got them all done. We got our first electric boiler number 2. So now we can start upgrading those. And we can go ahead and do bucket wheel number 2 if we want. But I think ammonia and perchloric acid, and we can make ammonium perchlorate to make our boosters. Let's go ahead and do that and see how that's going to change that. We might have to get some more water in here. That's going awful jumpy. But I got all of these down here changed out. And it looks like they're staying pretty good on water, even without upgrading the boilers down there yet. We now got enough up here that we're keeping 2 of those running most of the time. Still not keeping those running. I'm almost wondering if I should try to send some excess purified water. Oh, we're already sending excess purified water. Well, then we can just upgrade these down here then. Depending on if we have, well, yeah, depending on if we got enough cooling towers, we might have to make a few more cooling towers. But that'll make more steam. Looks like the purified water is staying pretty decent. Just put in a few more of these, and that should give us extra water up there. And hey, look at that. We are now green across the board. That's what I wanted to see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to get done, which I'm going to go ahead and do. That way we at least have them all upgraded. Alright, so those are all 2s. We just got to get this one last one done. There we go. Now how are we doing on water? Yeah, still alright. Those turned off, but it's nighttime, which means these are running, so we're not sending the excess steam down from those. But look at the carbon coming in. That is way better than it was. So we might have finally managed to fix our carbon issue. It is nighttime. How is power? Power is doing okay at the moment. Accumulators are going down, but they should be. And our solar panels are starting to put out more power. So we didn't run out of power last night. If our accumulators were still charging. Or still depleting. So we should be good now on the amount of power, which is excellent. Alright, so the next thing I'll need to look at is we had issues up here with stuff not running. The main one that wasn't running was this one, because we didn't have enough nitric acid. We weren't running any of the botmonium stuff, but that now is not the issue. The issue is we don't have enough rubitite, because we're running out of rubitite here. This is that sanguinite stuff, but we do have another rubitite right here that we can tap into if we need to. So that's not a major issue. These guys moving in here is an issue, but we'll deal with that issue later. So what is this issue? Why is this backed up? That looks like it is zinc. And I know why it's backed up. I actually took this out earlier. Because I was having some issues with it was going into here, and I switched the way this went. It actually needs to go into here, but I can't put it into there. I can put it into there though. So if I run this over and I put it through here, this first big bunch is going to give us a little bit of problem of backing up with the other stuff coming in. But once we get that major load out of there, it shouldn't be an issue any longer. Yeah, we're catching up. So that's good. Basically, I had screwed something up really bad, and I had the silver, the zinc, and the tin all going to places they weren't supposed to be going. I had to clear off a whole bunch of different lines that really kind of irritated me. But I got that all worked out. Except it looks like I have another issue now that I have titanium going in with my silicon. And how in the world did we manage that? Because silicon comes out here. Titanium goes up there. Ah, titanium is coming off of this line and going over here. Because we actually need to set a second one here that will send the... No, we need to set it here. But we can't because they're going in two separate directions. Crap. Okay, how do I want to fix this? I think what we need to do is that. And then we can do... We can do this. We can tell that we want silicon to only go that way. So now we should not get any more titanium into here. Except for what may have gotten... Okay, we shouldn't get any more now. So now we just got to get this into there, which we should be able to do by running this down like that. We can throw our titanium in there, and we can put the rest of our silicon back in there, and this thing has ran all the way down to here. Luckily it's only on one side of the belt. That won't be a major problem to deal with. I can kind of just stand off to the side. Yeah, if I can get in just the right position here. There we go. And just let it collect until I run into something. And just let it sit there and collect all of that titanium back up. This is basically what I had to do for the silver, zinc, and tin that I had messed up earlier. It was a real pain in the butt. There we go. We got that fixed. Except for that little bit there. And we got a little bit right there. Alright, that should be the end of it. Now we'll just throw the rest of that in there. We'll throw that in there. And we got a little bit of copper we can throw in there. Now that we got all that worked out, I'm going to empty this little bit of stuff I forgot to empty earlier. So we got some crushed rubitite. Oh no, that's regular rubitite. That needs to go all the way up here. And we have some ammonium we can get rid of. Alright, so that dealt with all of that mess. Now we're going to go set up making substations. The only thing about making the substations is I have this big old thing set up here, and I think I have more. Well, if you look, I got 1, 2, 3 on each side and then 3 in the middle. I think I have 1 accumulator for every solar panel. And I think when I get the substations, I can basically set them up with less. But we'll figure that out in a minute. So, substations, we need red boards, copper plates, and steel plates. So that'll be quite easy to set up. By the way, why am I carrying around so many regular assemblers? I honestly don't need them. I have assemblers somewhere up here, right? I know I do. Lord, if I can find them. Assemblers, there we go. Alright, here. Have some assemblers. I don't use them anymore. You can have every bit of them. And I've still got 500 of the yellow ones. We need to start making the blue ones, but we'll do them only as we need them for right now. So we need steel. We have steel right here. And so the only other thing we need is copper. So we can run a copper line right across here, except we want to do the copper in on the bottom because we're going to put the, well, actually, let's do it, move these up 1. So we can basically do it like this. We'll have the copper and the circuits come in on this line right here. So I'll have the circuits go in there and the copper go in there. And then we can have 2 of these, one of them picking up from down there and the other one picking up from up here. So now we need to run a copper line across here. We'll just do that. That didn't go in down far enough. That there. And that'll get our copper in there. I shouldn't need that. That should be able to run. Wrong one. Should be able to run this one to here. So that'll get the copper in there. Now we just need to get red circuits, which we have being made up here, except for the fact that we don't have enough carbon. We have run out of carbon, but wait a minute, that's not what goes on this one. What is this line here? Is this also a carbon line? No, that's a solder line. Okay, why are we out of solder of all things? We should definitely not be out of solder. Unless we ran out of carbon to build the solder. We have plenty of tin. Yep, we're out of carbon down here. And we're only out of carbon down here completely because there's some charcoal on the line. Not quite sure why. We can burn that little bit of charcoal. Because yeah, it defaults to all carbon goes that way and not down this way. And we're out of power again. Dagnabbit. Alright, so do we still not have enough oxygen? Yeah, we're still running quite low on oxygen. Son of a gun. Alright, well, I guess that means we're putting in more electrolyzers. Because, yeah, we've got everything we need except for the oxygen. Alright, so I'm going to have to build more electrolyzers, which I guess is a good thing because that gives us more hydrogen we can burn. Let's go finish up these substations. If we're running more electrolyzers, we're definitely going to need more power. And if we need more power, we're probably going to get it from solar power. So we need that set there. We will eventually run out of carbon up here. But that isn't the current issue. Amazingly. So now we'll just run this line off of here and all the way over here. Across all of this mess. Except we're going to have to do a red one to get across here. And we're going to come down right beside this one. There we go. And we can just use one of these to output them. And then we can run this right down here. and into there. Put in our power, and we'll just have both of these outputs and do basically the same thing we did over here, where we just have them run into, well, actually, you know what? No, because I can't tell it two different things. Yeah, we'll just put a box right in the correct spot and have that go in there. So as soon as those circuits get here, they're on their way. Set that down like that. And we don't need nearly as many substations as we do solar panels and accumulators. But I've got a little bit of each of them on me. So let me go see if I can work out a halfway decent way of setting these up. Now I know when XAR did his, he had a really funky pattern that he used, but he also was a bit more advanced in it than I was. So he actually put robo ports into his so he could have them basically make themselves. But if I do that, that's going to give me 6 of them. Alright, and the nice thing about this is it'll automatically connect to the very next one. Now, he put other things in here if I remember correctly. But I think I'm just going to do it like this. It's going to be more solar panels than it is. Sorry about that. It's going to be more solar panels than it is accumulators. So it's going to be 8 accumulators to 32 solar panels. But we could actually do, let's see. Yeah, we'd have to do, I'm not real sure how we could do it, because these are like 1 pixel bigger. Where did that blueprint go? Did I actually not save it? I wanted to save that. There. So I can basically just do that. That's the reason why I like setting this up. Because then my robots can just go out there and place everything for me. If I had enough solar panels for them to place them. I'm going to have to make, well, not make, I'm going to have to go grab some more solar panels. But that's the nice thing about those accumulators is they will, or those substations, they do such a big area. Hey, look, I can finally get that one started. I've been waiting for that thing to get done so I can start that for a long time now. All because I messed up and didn't set it up properly. Alright, so I'm basically just gonna go and we don't really have anything in this area right now, so I'm probably gonna just kind of start filling in this area up here with solar panels, accumulators, and substations, and that'll help with our power. Logistic silos, I probably want to make those. Eventually we'll get into logistic bots and have them be able to bring me stuff. Let's go ahead and just grab a handful of those, half a stack of those, and half a stack of those. And I'm just going to go start setting up a bunch of these so we can stop having electric problems. And then I'm going to work on setting up more electrolyzers so we can get our oxygen issue dealt with, so we don't have such a carbon issue. And hopefully, once we get all of these set up, we can start tearing out those carbon burning boilers and basically just let our fuel and our solar run and our excess hydrogen, since we have lots of that. I also want to try one more thing real quick before we get out of here today. I just thought about it. I wonder, where is that boiler? Give me that. We have so much green algae. Can we burn methanol? Methanol is a burnable fluid, IRL. So is it a burnable fluid in here? I just thought about that. We have all of that methanol that we're making, which is also supplying our oil here, or our plastic up here. But we're also sending a bunch of it up for from doing the green algae stuff. So can I take one of these and put it in the right place? It does go in as a fuel. Fuel value 101 kilojoules. Alright. So that's a way we can get off of carbon as a fuel source, but still be able to use up our excess green algae. So let's go ahead and we have this right here making us methanol that's barely doing anything. So I'm gonna make like 3 of these, and we could do I think 3 threes, right? Is that what we were doing? I don't even think I can get, I don't know if I have a oil refinery. I do. Alright, so 3 threes. So if we put this, we want to run it this way. I want to do this a little bit smarter than we did last time here. Pull that out of there. And we can run this up. Like that. That'll fill them with methanol. And then we'll run this out for the water. And we luckily have water right up here. So we need to make another offshore pump. And we'll put this right up here. I'm gonna have to make some underground pipes again. Really, my car's in the way of all things. And I'm off. It figures. Figures I'd be off by about 3 blocks. Alright, so there's that. We now have oil or water. Now we can get these guys set up here. And we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook that up like that. And no input fluid. We don't have water. Because I didn't finish this. There we go. We have water. So now we're using our methanol gas, which means we're using this wood pulp to make us even more power. Now our engine 3s are above our engine 2s, which is good. That means we're making more power off of refined fuels or biofuels than we are off of carbon. And I can make these all day. I can literally just keep setting these up and just putting more and more of these up here. To be exact, I think I'm going to make at least 1 more set. That way we got a somewhat even set here. Now, wait a minute. That's the wrong spot. Like that. And like that. That is beautiful. We need less oxygen because we're making more power, and from something that isn't carbon, our carbon can go for making electronics and for our blast furnaces that need it. That is a win-win right there. And my guess is it's probably a cleaner burning fuel than what carbon is. I don't know what the pollution is. This says 30 a minute for a boiler 2. I'm guessing that's what the M is. And let's see what it says over here for the methanol burning. It says 20 a minute. And that's powering 3 engines, where those are only powering 2. So this is cleaner burning than what that is. Now it does look like we're running lower on the methanol, so we probably need to set up a few more of these, which literally not a problem. We have the technology. Just a matter of popping down a few more pipes. And we're good to go. That is going to go across to there. So we're actually going to have to do... I'm going to take that out of there, that out of there. And we're going to run that across to there. And we're not even going to bother with that. We'll do that like that. And put that up there. Set the recipe. And now we're making more methanol. And we can make more liquid fires. We can actually make liquefier 3s now. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can upgrade these so they run faster. Great having bronze and or brass and aluminum and concrete bricks. Now we just need to get Invar so we can try the other things we have we want to give a try to. Now those will run faster. I wish I'd have thought about this a long time ago. But I don't think I had the ability to make these that long ago. There we go. This is not running because why? Oh. I don't have it turned the right direction. There we go. So they're popping on and off. So let's go ahead and make 2 more of these. Which actually I should turn those up that direction. And we should run this up to here. We should have these two facing that direction. There we go. Put that in. Now, question is... Oh, okay, so they run pretty slow. They just take a lot to get started. Alright, so that's working great. We're keeping up on the usage. And these things are running. Looks like they're running out sporadically. I probably won't put any more on this one. I'll probably put... What the heck did I just pull out of there? Get back in there. I'll probably put another set over here. Or I may just take like this one over here and use it just for this. But I think that'll be really good for power. Our accumulators are finally full. That's nice to see. And we can actually set up accumulators just for these and have them run during the day. Which I think I might actually do over here, have these for emergency power where they don't turn on. But I think that's going to be it for today. It's been another long one. I'm going to go get some more solar stuff set up, and we'll be back in the next one. Have a good one.